I will try and do it at some point in time. If not, then sorry. Let's take a look at everything around here.
Locked. Whatever's back there, I can't get to it. You need a key to open it. Looks like a fuse box. Judging by the flickering lights, it must be broken.
Herp-a-derp.
I don't have anyone to call. Looks like an internal phone. I'm not stealing stuff. Some kind of motivational poster.
Alright, let's go in.
I don't think I need any of these keys.
But
Some small keys. One of them is labeled FB. I assume that means fuse box.
later on, possibly. Right. Let's look at the radio.
Just a small transistor radio. I don't think so.
But I wasn't gonna.
It says that this floor is undergoing renovations.
I wasn't gonna
That
do
explains a
anything
lot.
bad. Alright, let's talk to the guard. Now this guy's got epic chin lights going on. Or chin going on here. Just watch.
What's with the lights?
Hey,
Epic
building.
chin!
Always got problems.
And a bit of a
If the
fat
plumbing
neck
ain't
too,
broken,
but
the lights
mostly
are
epic
unblinking.
chin.
It's giving
I
me
think
a
it's
headache,
epic
let me
chin.
tell you.
Did you have contact with Lauren Blackwell while she was here?
Nope. Doesn't ring a bell. She was in temporary care?
No, she was in long term.
That's a whole different floor. This is the floor for temp patients.
I see. So what exactly happens here on the temporary ward?
It's just that. Temporary. Most insurance plans only cover a 2-week stay, so this floor is designed for a high turnover rate. That's why the doctor's offices are usually down here. They need to be on hand when new patients arrive.
Pardon me for blowing my nose a bit much today. Just a little stuffy. Trying to do it far away, but
I'm here to see Dr. Quentin.
Uh-huh. Is he expecting you?
I've got this letter right here.
Okay, looks legit. Go right in. His name's on the door, you can't miss it.
Thanks.
let's go in, shall we?
Come in.
Dr. Quentin?
Yes.
I'm
Hello.
Rosangela Blackwell.
Oh, hello.
Hey, old guy.
Come in.
How you doing?
You got my letter addressed.
Yes, I did.
And the phone
Oh,
call.
Good. My condolences on the loss of your mother.
Oh, let's be
Thanks,
polite.
but she was my aunt, not my mother.
Ah, quite right, quite right.
So you wanted to talk to me about something?
Yes, yes I did. But before we go into that, how are you holding up?
I can complain about our day, give an expected response, or a cautious response. Let's just be expected.
I'm fine.
That's good to hear. You received the ashes?
Yes, I scattered them this morning.
I imagine you must miss her.
Let's be honest. Paranoid or callous. Honest. Honest is...
To be honest, I'm not sure what to feel. It's not like I knew her, or even remember her from before. She's like a stranger.
So why did you make it a point of visiting her all those years?
Well, habit, family, none of your business. But, you know, family's important.
She was the only family I had. I guess I felt an obligation like I had to.
And now that you don't have to?
What do you want me to say? Auntie's dead, life goes on.
So you'll just keep living, is that it?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Keep writing your little book reviews in the paper, right?
Wonder what she's had to
about those?
read.
It's hardly a secret. A number of the staff have read them, yes.
Did you have to,
I
like,
didn't think a West
review
Village paper would
Twilight,
interest anyone
50
up here.
Shades of
I have
Grey?
to be honest, Miss Blackwell.
Did
The
you
staff
like
read
them?
because they were more interested
Did
in
you
you.
hate them? Let's deadpan, paranoid. Let's be a little paranoid. Paranoid. It's a good way to go.
That's really creepy, Dr. Quentin.
Their intentions were purely benign, I assure you. It was your aunt they were primarily interested in. They wanted to know more about her family, and you proved to be, shall we say, less than eager to comply.
I'm not
That's
a
their
talkative
problem.
person.
It was choice to make. Your aunt was an interesting case, and now that she's gone, I was hoping you'd be more forthcoming with me. Just an informal chat. We can discuss her condition, and yours too, of course.
Mine? Well, let's go through the auntie's condition first.
You never could find out what was wrong with her, huh?
No, we didn't. But she still remains a fascinating case.
Fascinating. I don't understand.
Forgive me, I speak from a purely professional perspective. I didn't know your aunt personally.
Neither did I, but fascinating?
It might come as a surprise to you, but yes.
But she was
Yes.
practically catatonic. All she
Well.
did was lie there for 20 years. She'd sometimes twitch or mumble something incoherent, but I wouldn't call that fascinating.
Well, as you know, she wasn't exactly catatonic. We kept her sedated.
What?
She had outbursts.
Yes, and we had to sedate her heavily to keep her calm, especially in preparation for your visits.
What are
I
you trying
caused
to say?
my auntie to
Miss
go
Blackwell, we are not a nursing
catatomically
home.
crazy?
We're not content
Or something?
to
I don't know.
merely keep a patient comfortable. We are, after all, in the healing profession. We were trying to heal your aunt, and to do that, we had to speak to her.
Wait, you spoke to Auntie.
We tried to.
Well,
Did she answer
try.
back?
After a fashion, yes.
What did she
Auntie
say?
spoke. Why wasn't I told?
Miss Blackwell, do you remember what brought your aunt here in the first place? Her screaming, her hitting herself?
I was only 5 years old at the time, but I kind of remember.
In order to prevent her from doing harm to herself or to others, we were forced to sedate her. When we limited her medication, she simply reverted to her former state. Her natural state, I'm sorry to add.
Crazy?
What did
Crazy?
Auntie
Yeah, I've
say?
been crazy once before.
Nothing that made any sense.
I was locked in a
One
rubber
thing
room.
was clear.
Rubber comes
She
from
was in
trees.
great pain.
Pain? What kind of pain?
It's difficult to say,
Torment.
but it was immense.
How immense?
Kinda sad.
When we reduced her medication, the transformation was dramatic. Her eyes flew open, she thrashed, her screams. Well, we had to gag her eventually.
My God.
I know.
Did she still feel it when she was sedated?
We don't know. There's no way of knowing.
25 years.
I know.
Poor Auntie.
So I think that makes her either she's between 25 and 30. She said she was only 5 years old at the time. So I'm going to assume she's probably around 30, but maybe we'll find that out later. I actually don't know. All right. What about my condition?
What do you mean by my condition?
Hereditary dementia is my specialty, Miss Blackwell. And in my opinion, there is significant cause for concern.
Sorry, did you say hereditary?
Yes, 2 generations. Your aunt and your grandmother before her.
Granny?
My grandmother?
Yes, Patricia, I think her name was, right?
I never knew my grandmother. Auntie Lauren was it. There was nobody else. She couldn't exactly provide me with the family history.
Oh, I see. I had no idea.
Well, maybe you should have. Did anyone else come in to visit her besides me?
No, you are correct. I should have read the family history more carefully. I do apologize, I just assumed. Well, never mind.
No,
It
not
doesn't change
important,
the
right?
fact that you should be concerned as well.
Go on.
Patricia
Concerned.
Blackwell suffered her mental collapse at the age of 55. Lauren
That was a little
Blackwell
loud. I
went hers
apologize.
At the age of 40.
What are you saying? That the same thing is going to happen to me?
Yup.
No, I'm
Wait.
saying that there is significant cause for concern.
But there's cause for concern. Okay. Well, what
So,
about Granny?
I had a grandmother.
Apparently so.
Well,
How do you
everyone
know
has
about
a
her?
grandmother.
It was in your aunt's case history when she was brought to us. Patricia Blackwell's symptoms were the same.
Word for word.
Patricia's case was severe, and she was young, but it was chalked up to being an ordinary case of dementia.
Until it struck her daughter.
Until 20 years later, when it struck her daughter, yes.
It seems impossible.
Perhaps it's genetic, but we've detected no abnormality.
Alright, so let's see.
You couldn't find any other link between the two cases.
I like the
None,
stopwatch.
aside
That
from the family
gives you the
connection.
waiting time.
A name.
A name? What name?
The documentation we had on your grandmother is minimal, but there was one interesting item noted. During her more lucid moments, she uttered the name Joey.
Joey!
Too would cry out that name on occasion.
Joey?
Yes.
Joey.
Who's Joey?
Who's Joey?
You've been wondering the same thing for 25 years.
He's probably not from the Friends TV show. Let's talk about the
So
future.
what should I do?
Right now, nothing. This type of thing is unprecedented. There is no procedure to go through, no medication I can give you. I just want you to be aware is all. And come talk to me if, well, there's any concern.
Alright then.
Is there anything else you need to tell me before I go?
Your aunt had some personal effects in storage. As the next of kin, you're the beneficiary. It's just a folder, some documents and so on. It's being sent to your address via messenger.
Oh, well, thanks for that.
It's no problem at all. Goodbye, Miss Blackwell. My schedule is fairly open now, so feel free to drop in anytime.
Yeah, your
Always
aunt
happy
took
to
up
discuss
so
my
much of my
favorite
time when she
Sure.
was here. You'd think the other patients would take up just as much time, not just her aunt. Let's talk to the guard one more time.
Thanks.
Uh-huh.
Epic chin guy. I'm sorry, the way his head is positioned, just epic chin. Let's go home. See what's there. See? Now we're not even at the front door. And I walked right over the papers.
Looks like it's from Bellevue.
Alright, now we got something else in our inventory. Let's open it. Dear Lauren, you have been at NYU for 2 weeks now and have not called. I am sure things are busy in the Big Apple, but don't forget the family you left behind. Things back home are well. Jack starts high school on Monday, so he's a bit nervous. But you know how he gets. Be sure to write him a letter. He misses his big sister. I admit, I'm still a bit nervous about you living in New York all by yourself. You are carrying ID with you wherever you go, like I asked. Ha ha ha! You know me, just being a mom. Somebody has to. Keep your head on straight, kid, as your dad would say, and remember that you have a family back home that misses you. Love you, Mom and Dad and Jack. So, her family's still with her, they just live somewhere else. Alright, let's see what else we got. Hello, sis. I'm writing this on my new St. Clair Model XV. Mom says that improving my handwriting is a lost cause, so she got me this. Keen, huh? I've already typed up a few stories on it in this letter. Can't over-type for long because Dad says the noise drives him up the friggin' wall. What does he know? So how is life in the big bad city? Troy is dead boring as usual. Why'd you have to go to college, huh? There's nobody to talk to in this dump anymore. See you at Thanksgiving. Oh, this is the aunt. Okay, this is all the way back. Her aunt. This is letters to her aunt. Wow, I derped on that one. Dear Lauren, well, Thanksgiving time has come and gone, and so have you. In just 2 short months, I can already see you evolving into a capable young woman. You've outgrown this small town, Lauren. That much is about us? Abundant? Jack will be following in your footsteps soon, I am sure. Visiting you in New York is all he talks about. Speaking of Jack, I know you are worried about him. We all are, but don't feel that is your responsibility. You're a sister and you love him. But he has got to learn to live without you eventually. You are growing up. Let him grow up too. Till Christmas, love, Mom and Dad and Jack. Lauren, can you keep a secret? I don't want to say this over the phone in case Mom or Dad overhear. Yeah, weird things. Mom's been acting odd lately. It started a few days after you went back to New York. She was dragging me shopping when she suddenly screamed and fainted. She was pointing at the corner of the room, but there was nothing there. We brought her to the hospital, and she says she's fine now. But she's been very hard on edge and paranoid. It's hard to explain. Dad's no help. Can you call and... Well, come on, next page. Try to cheer her up. She won't listen to me. Just don't tell her about this letter. I just hope she's okay. Jacko.